and his buoyant heart for selfless community service.
In Ogwaga Abb Autonomous Community, Wangele local government area of Imo State. In normal situation, the kingship or heirship stool is for life. However, on the passage of the occupant, the stool could be an object of tussle and litigation, even when there may be an existing constitution that clearly spelled out the mode of occupying a vacant stool. Where there is none, the state government, through a local government delegation, constitutes a committee with written guidelines on the selection process of the would-be traditional ruler.
Ọkachicha ndị youth ndị na-enweghị otu ọ dị ha ndị kwesịrị inyere aka n'obodo ya ka Daddy Chief Obinna Akwiwu politere anyị wee nyere anyị aka. Anyị dịkwa ọtụtụ ndị nyere nsusu ihe ha ji arụ ọrụ wee na-akwadokwa anyị n'ụzọ pụrụ iche ọbụkwa na n'ụzọ a ma ịbịa nyecha anyị ndụmọdụ pụrụ iche ma inye anyị okwu mgbamume nke gosiri na ọ bụ ezi nna anyị na-ayọkwa Chineke ka ihe ọbụla bụ ọchị obi ya dị mma ka Chukwu mezuo ya.
Following the demise of His Royal Highness as Justice G.G.I. Ojako, CJ retired, KSM, CON, Dim Mohammed Kawan of Ogwaga Abb Autonomous Community. About 3 years ago, the heirship stool in that powerful community in Wangele, LGA, Imo State, with highly cerebral, educated, connected and wealthy people, has remained vacant as the community and her leadership meticulously and carefully search for a better and credible replacement.
My name is He's good and cleverous. I like him very well because he's empowering me much in my family and my own self too. I thank him so much. Just he's a godsend to me. So I thanked him so much for what he has done for me.
Let me say first of all, Akwiwu family in general, because without Akwiwu family, there doesn't be like Obinna. Specifically, I thank Obinna. Obinna, since I came back, I've witnessed. Before, I never knew there was a son of Akwiwu in that capacity. I single-handedly, tried to find out what is it that is making him, so well loved by people. And I come to realize that he has helped so many people in Ogwaga. Not only Ogwaga, these guys building houses, roofing people's houses, training people in schools. I have their number. I mean, I couldn't believe that. Then all of a sudden we look at him building a court, a magistrate court, single-handedly by himself, to make sure that his father's legacy will never go down. And that's how God will bless him with his children and all entire Akwiwu family. I just know that God has something for that young man, and he will, continue to bless him and give him his heart desires. All Akwiwu family, I'm begging and praying for them. And I want them to pray for me too, so I will live along to see the betterment of that particular family in Ogwaga. Obinna is an extraordinary individual. I don't know how he does it. I'm not here to to glorify him or with it. I'm saying what I know. Not only the court. There's other things that he's doing that unless he tells you, you will never know. Many testimonies from the people that I talked to told me this guy has been helping them in their schools, their families, feeding them. Even building some halls for some communities that cannot afford to do it, or maybe they have not started to do it. And building right now, I've seen the court. Apart from the court, 2 houses are in the process of roofing them because it's leaking for the residents. So only God will replenish him. Just like I pray for the Bosco and all other wonderful Abba people who have been doing a lot to support both educationally and otherwise. That's all I'm asking God to continue to pray for Abba, to bless Abba while we continue to do the right thing for God.
And the court has ruled over it.
Succession practices for the Eze in the Igbo tradition and social anthropology, including whether it is hereditary or rotatory in a community, and or whether it is the traditional birthright of the eldest son, or a unanimous decision of a community to select her Eze, are amongst the old practices for succession plan in Igbo land. In our contemporary traditional institution, a third party, the government, seems to have altered this arrangement in the wake of many unresolved leadership jigsaw and clash of interests, frustrating honest efforts in enthroning new traditional rulers for communities, largely because of the creation of many autonomous communities, which in some cases leads to a call for an election or selection either by the community or the government. Barely 2 weeks after the visit of Wangele AGA constituted 3-man advisory committee for the Ezeship selection process in Ogwaga Abb Autonomous Community, as headed by His Royal Highness Eze Godwin Ndubueze Ejiogu, Eze Kara of Umunakara. Wherefore, the community was directed by the state government to produce and present her elected or selected traditional ruler in a fortnight. Or the state government reserved the right for such decision by an appointment. The Ogwaga Abb Autonomous Community, from all indications, is prepared to go to the poll this Saturday, August 29, 2020, to unanimously elect a better, credible, and popular candidate for an Eze in the stead of the late His Royal Highness as the Justice Gigi Ayo Jako, Dim Mohammadike I of Ogwaga Abba, a legal luminary and highly respected traditional ruler, judging by the big shoes left behind by the late Eze Ojako, a scholar, respected community leader, bridge builder, a former Attorney General of Imo State, holder of a National Merit Award, of Commander, Order of Niger, CON, a proud and fulfilled father figure, truly blessed in every sense of it, with successful children and grandchildren. The onions lies with Ogwaga Abba people to lay behind their individual interests and elect a successor who truly represents the image of the community as a people. A man who understands the development roadmap of the community. A respected, selfless community leader who has made his mark in community development, youth empowerment, human capacity building, and conflict resolution. Born November 28, 1954, into the famous family of late Right Honorable Chief and Lolo Obinna Akwiwu Sam, a former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives from Ama Ato Village, Ogwaga Abb Autonomous Community in Wangele LGA.
Of Abba. He's a well-known person, a personality here in Abba and Imo State in general, even in the whole federation, because Akwiwu is a household name here in Nigeria. When you name Luis Ojukwu, you talk about Akwiwu, these are the things. But one good thing about them, I like their way of life. Their grandfather started a legacy which he handed over to Akwiwu, Emmanuel Akwiwu, from Emmanuel Akwiwu to Obinna. Now Obinna is adding extraordinary thing to it to make it become a reality. John Bosco brought a light to, and everybody is doing the same light. Now I have seen him, I thank him so much. He's a very kind person. He's soft, he's a kind-hearted human being. He does everything like the court. We were there yesterday, and this is his own brainchild. Then other community services like renting houses for the poor, renovating houses for the less privileged, all those things. I wish I could do 1/10 of what he's doing. I pray to God to give me such strength to be able to do 1/10 of what he's doing to Abba. And one good thing about him, he is not somebody that wake up today and say, I'm from Ogwaga, I'm from this other community, I'm from Umugu. He spread his hand all over Abba in general. So who will say that he have not benefited from him? So some people say, oh, these are politically motivated something. But I say it's a lie, because before even I got to know him, he has been doing for people. He started from Umugu, his immediate village, to Ogwaga, then to Abba. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things I can mention. So they are all there. I thank him so much. I pray that God will give him long life. I pray that he will live to enjoy the fruit of his labor. I believe he will inspire other people to do like he's doing. A lady came to me from Umudruna here. She lost her father some time ago. But the lady said Obinna was the one taking care of her school fees and every other thing. You know one thing? The lady have never cited Obinna in her entire life. And that is it. Thanks so much. I believe that God will hear our prayers. We continue praying for him. I thank him so much.
ahụ na anyị kọwawa uru nze Okeje bụ Chief Obinna Akwiwu pụnara Ogwaga Abb Aba ọ ga-akarị anyị ga-akọgbuli ya. Enwere mgbe m si eme catalog of that so that we can distribute it. That's what we here again. So we know him as a man of philanthropy.
That's wonderful.
Yes, we love him, and I appreciate good. I singularly agolam nem do mobu, so and I appreciate good. So Chief Obinna, Chief Okezie, mana appreciate good. Chief Obinna the impact. Onye the impact. Monye, I took a gara yes, Chief Obinna.
Obinna Akwiwu holds a bachelor's degree in business studies from Middlesex University, Enfield, United Kingdom. He is a tested industrialist and belongs to a number of international professional bodies, which included, but not limited to, member, British Institute of Management and Institutional Directors, etc. He was and still remains a constant factor in the business world, as his early career spanned decades of proficiency and effective service delivery as the managing director of oil field service and logistics companies, where he provided oil, manufacturing, production support and logistics services for landmark projects to local and international companies in various sectors of the economy. Chief Obinna Akwiwu Oshimiri 3, Odokrome 2, Mwachinemere 1, Nze Oshimiri Keje, a respected community leader, father figure, mentor and philanthropist by excellence, has made his mark in community development and nation building. And some of his contributions to the progress of his community dated back to 1979 after his studies included financial contribution towards the fencing of Aba Technical, financial contribution towards the provision of electricity to Old Aba in the very first time, contribution towards the Ogwaga Abb Hall, contribution towards Women's Project, contribution towards the construction of Ogwaga Abb Modern Market, award of scholarship to Aba sons and daughters in different institutions of higher learning stand as some of his numerous projects in Aba. Also among the long list of the community development projects included free medical treatment as far back as in the 70s, and payment of monthly allowances to elderly in Aba, roofing and reroofing of homes and town halls.
A medical of Ogwaga Abb Autonomous Community. There is a we here menala. How we hear tradition and culture and ethic of the land. Na anaha happy she ebuju. Na jia ne eshi no teleku. Hotel kampu. Ana eshi ni ikeku. Ngaji ne eshi ne epu ni ishi. And ishi buruku ishi. I am not cheap. So, him they go, ishi buruku ishi, or the broke. I know why. So, wash ocean na air. I know why I'm supporting Chief Obinna Akwiwu Oshimiri 1, Oshimiri Nkato of Ogwaga Abb. There were reasons for supporting him. In my family of Onyuku, Duru Chukunyere Samuel, I am the elder in that very family. And I will not allow myself for Mwam Mzono. Tie na akwụkwọ, ya agụcha akwụkwọ, pụta, bịa apụta oke n'ụlọ m, ya sị a ga-ebu m ụzọ eburu, kama itekọwa onye ọbụla nọrọ onwe. That is my principle, and that is where I stand. And enwere mgbe m bere na-ajụ ajụjụ. So ihe ewu foundation isi Akwiwu lere in this company. Ya nụrụ obi a. Ajụga m ajụjụ so obi na ọrụrụ ngalogbo. A ga-ebupụ ebupụ. A ga-ebugharị ebugharị. Ebe na-agaghị ebugharị. Obi nụkwa nga ọnụ. Ahị m na-achọ ime ka press ma. Anwụchi.
He also displayed his philanthropy during the COVID-19 pandemic when he provided hundreds bags of rice and other food items to be distributed across Aba and Manno. Indeed, old age is a reflection of youth. Vintage Oshimiri Ukeje bequeathed a magnificent and befitting magistrate court with the state-of-the-art facilities to his Ogwaga Abb Autonomous Community to immortalize the legacies of what his late father, Right Honorable Chief Obinna Akwiwu, son, stood for. The numerous lives he has touched and will continue to touch speaks volumes about this Abba-born illustrious son of Imo State. Married to Lolo Mrs. Victoria Akwiwu, the union is blessed with 4 successful children and 7 grandchildren. As the good people of Ogwaga Abb Autonomous Community shall have a date with destiny as they go to the poll on Saturday to either select or elect a credible and acceptable candidate for the replacement of late His Royal Highness as the Justice GGI Ojago, a school of thought has maintained very tenaciously that a level playing ground should be created for all the contenders to the heirship stool to test their popularity. While another Asian school of thought has advised that respect for the grey, age and rise of the first son, Ishobi, should be respected as this form part of old Igbo tradition and culture. However, outside and beyond these obvious sentiments by groups, individual interests, or factions, Chief Obinna Akwiwu represents expressly what a traditional ruler from a community like Ogwaga Abb should be. Well-educated, exposed, well-traveled, well-connected, truly blessed, yet accessible. Oshimilukege is an epitome of a blessed family man and community leader in his own class. Chief Obinna Akwiwu is not dragging the social space with anyone, as he has distinguished himself in traditional leadership, while others may answer such names like Ezenagum, I desire to be king. In Chief Obinna Akwiwu, we see befitting names like Ezekwesiri, a deserved king; Ezedinobi, king never lack in a homestead; Ezejishobi, king who resides in their ancestral home, etc. Therefore, Ogwaga Abb people should be circumspect and dispassionately look into the qualities that befit the man who replaces their late Eze, and not by selling their conscience.
One of Ogwaga Abb, who have somebody and a chief a morning. Because and the cook as he sit there, he sat there. Utam no missy, Gamno. None of them, who know like I parted in a low one. Nimulum can up become issued. So, because I'll make a letty make it. Make a healing name, make him be yesterday. Or mamma. Nandi na mamma and the moramo. But a while of Messitana Uqua. It should be the non corner. Or you're not a kitty, you were a kitty. No, we know all. Now, throw no one either. Oh, no, respect is the second broke out. We talk our move. Ah, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Ahambo Mrs. Dorothy Odu. Ihe mere anyị jiri gbakọ ebe a taa bụ na ebe anyị gara meeting amụ ana ama anyị jakrịsa anyị mege meeting ma problem ọnụ nga anyị ọ karịrị nkụ anyị ama jụọ ọ gịnị ha sị na ọmụma na Obinna Akwiwu na okezie Akwiwu Obinna tụrụ mmadụ ma eto na mmụọ ọzọ ga-eze anyị ihe juru bịawa nga anyị ahụghị Obinna. So I see Obinna bịa hụ anyị na hall St. Stephen. I go kwasa igwa okezie abịakwa hụ anyị na hall St. Stephen. So anyị nọga Obinna abịa buru oche. Okezie abịa wuti ndị ntọreji ya. Bịaruzie nga ahụ kwụrụ na atọ anya ọkparapụrụ Obinna ya atọ n'ọba akụ ha ehejuru ha ọkpa ehejuru pụọ. Anyị nọga anyị jụwazie Obinna kowote eshibile kowa kocha question ndị anyị na-ajụ anyị jụkwa na ya anyị ahụzi okezie nukwu ochie ebe alụ anyị chụwa ya ndị ntọreji agwazi anyị si na ọ ga-abịa anyị ekpegeghị ikpe ọ ka anyị jọsọ gị nnes anyị ghọtala anyị chọrọ udo letu okezie anaghị anapụta ha na ndị na-aba aka ya na-aba aka ya achọ ka anyị na-achọ ka go step ọrụ Obinna down ka nwanne gawa ozi nwanne ezi nwanne ihe anyị kwuru ọkwa otu anyị siri mee.
I'm from Umudimuile, Ogwaga Abb, Imo State, a student of the Federal Polytechnic, Neketi, NDT. Department of Mass Communication. Chief Obinna Akwiwu has been the one assisting me paying my school fees and my lodge fees since my ending one. I'm one of the beneficiaries. I'm so happy for that. My prayer is for God to bless him bountifully. He will never lack anything. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Share sentiments, interest, or whatever pledge earlier made to any of the contenders since the Ezeship stool is a very revered institution. For those who understand the nuances of Igbo tradition, as it is neither a political turf where power is displayed, nor a beauty contest where one with fine face is elected out of sentiment. This news talk is written by Njoko MacDonald Obinna, an illustrious son of Abba, media consultant and news reporter. Publisher, FourthEstateReporters.com.